Lee is a Bournemouth fan. Lee, good evening to you, sir. Bournemouth, obviously heading into the season in the Premier League. I think you should be pretty optimistic about that. What about homecomings then? What about club legend homecomings? What's your one for Bournemouth?
Yeah, evening, Ollie. Evening, Trey.
Evening, mate.
Evening, mate.
Yeah, it's got to be Eddie Howe, hasn't it?
Oh, what a legend! What do you mean? Because he was a player, wasn't he? Do you mean coming in as the manager?
So, well, coming back from player to being manager, but he came back to us when we were in administration, looking like we were going out of all the Football League. Then he got us promoted the first 2 leagues to the Championship, went to Burnley, then came back and got us promoted to the Premiership.
What a man. I mean, you're talking to a Newcastle fan as well, Lee, so I'm completely on your side on this. The only thing is, we can't leave out Jason Tindall on this, can we? If you're going to say Eddie Howe, it's got to be Jason Tindall as well.
Do you know what? I mean, the pair of them, and they've stuck together as well, which is great. Even for us, Bournemouth fans, seeing them going round everywhere together, it's just great. Although, sorry, when I say they stuck together, Tindall actually took over from Howe when he went to Burnley.
He did, yeah, he did. And that didn't go that well, did it, Lee? That didn't go too well.
No, well, it didn't help that Eddie took players with him to Burnley. He took Danny Ings to Burnley. But, yeah, no, what an absolute legend. And to be honest, I know you're a Newcastle fan, Ollie, but I'd love to see him as England manager. He just seems to get the best.
Hands off, Lee. Get your mitts off him, Lee.
He seems to get the best out of players, Eddie Howe.
Still does. He still does. He still does.
Lee, just a quick one. Obviously, there's rumours about Solanke, and there's been interest from him for Spurs. Do you think you can keep hold of him?
I'm so glad you brought this up, because I tried phoning the afternoon show up when they were talking about it, and I couldn't get through.
Yeah, don't worry. That's what we're here for, Lee. Don't worry about it.
We pick up the scraps, mate. Don't worry.
Go on, Lee. What do you want to say?
I honestly think, interestingly enough, Carl Palmer was on as well, and I liked his comments the other night. But I honestly think that Solanke might not want to leave Bournemouth.
Really?
Because I think he might want to spend one more year, because Ariola's another Eddie Howe. He got the best out of Solanke last year, and Kluivert. We got Kluivert, and his record. We were so disappointed when we saw his record. We thought, oh my God, he's a load of rubbish. But then all of a sudden, his link-up play with Solanke, Billing, and it was just unbelievable last year.
Lee, where do Bournemouth finish then if they keep Solanke? If he does want to stay?
It depends. It depends on the first games this year.
How's that fence you're sitting on, Lee? How's that fence? Is it comfortable? Come on, where are they going to finish?
We were hopeless in the first. Well, I'd like to think we'd finish up near 8th.
Out near 8th. See, this is the thing. That's why, Lee, thanks for your call. This is the thing with Solanke. I mean, Lee says there that he thinks Solanke wants to stay, but come on, would you? I mean, let's say Spurs are in for him, or another, which they are. You know, with some of these bigger clubs, surely, Jermaine, you'd sit there and go,
100%.
You know, he's been brilliant with Bournemouth, and it's been a great spell for him. But surely you want to move on to somewhere a bit bigger.
If Spurs come knocking, and a fee's being agreed, or it's possible to talk terms with Spurs, he's not going to turn that down saying, I want to play for another year for Bournemouth. He's going to go, okay, I want to, test my career. I want to go on to another team who may be challenging for Europe.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.